We're live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 154. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator. That would be my son, Matt.
What's up?
Ooh, I was expecting a yo.
No, got to keep you on your toes.
All right.
Yeah. New week, new whatever.
Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. If you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live on YouTube weekday mornings, and you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. Coming up today, Paul McCartney is coming back to Fenway Park this year. Is your check engine light on? How long has it been on? There is an average time we let it go. If you've fallen off the wagon with exercising, there are some easy steps that you can take. And LeBron James says he wants to play until he can be teammates with his son. And it could happen. We'll get into that and more. Welcome to 22222 on Tuesday, right? February 22nd, 2022, Tuesday. I guess we should have gotten up at 2:22 this morning to celebrate officially, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. If
we could celebrate this afternoon, but I mean, technically military lingo, that'd be 14:22.
Yeah, but who goes by that time? You know what I'm saying? Besides Trish.
Besides your brother and your mother.
Everybody else we know. Yeah. It's very annoying when they do that.
But yeah, if you're into numbers, if you are a numerologist.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
If you're into numbers, today's your day. It's 22222. Won't happen again till what?
I don't know, a long time. well, there's never going to be a threes day, so it happened on a Tuesday. How perfect? How perfect?
Oh, that's
is that?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So
it'll never be this good again.
Nope.
Yeah. It is Tuesday, February 22nd. It's National Supermarket Employee Day. But do we have to salute Marty, the robot at Stop and Shop?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Marty doesn't have a lot of fans.
It is National Cook a Sweet Potato Day, something I know he's not into.
Yeah, no thanks.
National Margarita Day on a Tuesday. Woohoo!
Okay. Taco Tuesday.
And it's also World Spay Day. Don't tell Charlie that's coming up in a few weeks. It aims to...
Well, neuter, not spay for Charles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It aims to decrease stray pet populations by increasing awareness of the importance of spaying and neutering programs. Yeah, we're not. Look, he'll be in the cone of shame probably for a while.
Yeah. Or the inflatable ring. I guess that's a new thing. I don't know which one he's going to get.
Yeah.
I don't know how they decide.
Mom's hoping for the ring. Yeah, I wonder what decides that. So
I don't know. Bax had the ring.
Baxter at the ring, yeah. On the Datebook today, 1935, on this day, airplanes are no longer permitted to fly over the White House. On this day in 1964, the Beatles arrived back in England after the first U.S. visit. On this day in 1968, Genesis released their first record called Silent Sun. On this day in 1980, do you believe in miracles? It was the miracle on ice when the U.S. ice hockey team beat the heavily favored Soviet Union 4-3 at Lake Placid. That's a great movie if you've never seen it, by the way. I think it's called Miracles. On this day in 2019, actor Jussie Smollett was suspended from the TV show Empire after it was revealed that the actor made false claims about an attack. And on this day in 2019, musician Peter Frampton announced he had a degenerative muscular disease, and his next tour would be his last. Celebrity birthdays on this day in 1732. George Washington was born. Washington's birthday today. Dr. J, Julius Erving, is 72, and Drew Barrymore is 47. So how have you been? Let's check the chats. And I was telling Matt this morning when we came into the studio, seems like we haven't seen you forever. It's been, 3 days?
Yeah, it's just like one extra day than normal, but it does feel longer, a lot longer.
Probably should have done a show yesterday because a certain puppy didn't get the memo about sleeping in and was up at 7. So.
Yeah, plus the eye doctor was open, so.
Yeah.
I guess we should have been open.
I still had an eye doctor appointment. I went in and I said, I'm surprised you're here on the holiday, but I'm glad you are. Thank you. And she said, yeah, we only get the big 6 off, which, of course, made me sit there and ponder, what's the big 6?
What's the big 6? What do they consider a big 6?
So what I came up with was Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and then Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. I'm thinking that's your big 6.
The only one I don't know about is Labor Day, but you're probably right.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I can see Veterans Day.
I don't know, yeah.
Columbus Day, a lot of companies are like, they're just not doing that anymore.
Well, you should still, I think we can still have a day off. Let's just change the name.
Right.
Give it to somebody else that deserves it. Anyways, here we go. Diane's here. Gary's here. Gloria's here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Gail's here. Gail said happy 22222. Did I get that right? Or was that enough? Yes, that was enough twos. And Gail loves the 24-hour clock. I guess.
You don't?
No, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I've grown up with the normal clock, so anytime someone hits me with the military clock, I have to do some mental math, and I don't think you should have to do mental math in order to figure out what time it is.
I can do it quickly though, can't you? I would assume
you
can do it quickly.
Yeah, you can do it quickly, but it's an extra step.
Yeah.
Why do we need the extra step?
I always get confused when we get up to the 20s. So I'm like, 2000 is 8 o'clock? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 22:15, 10:15.
And then you never actually get to 24, right? Because then it goes back to 0.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan.
All right.
Mia says, good morning. Went to a concert this weekend and a fight broke up over people standing and blocking views. I feel like it could be an "Are you an a-hole?" discussion.
Oh, wow.
That's true. Do we do it now?
What? Are you an a-hole?
Decide whether or not they're an a-hole for standing and blocking views?
I think it's a thing where everybody has to stand or nobody stands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that kind of depends on the concert, I feel like. If you're going to, I don't know, if you're going to see something classical, you're not really going to stand.
No, you're not going to stand.
Yeah.
No.
But I feel like if you're seeing anything pop, country, rock, other genres that are remotely similar, I feel like everyone's standing. I feel like that's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Mia? Or anybody else? Every concert I've been to, standing is kind of the thing. When the main act comes on, everybody's standing.
Okay.
That's kind of what you expect when you go to a concert, I feel like.
I got you.
I don't know if everyone else agrees. What about you, Pete?
That's why we have this forum.
But now what about like a Michael Bublé concert? You standing or you sitting?
I'm sitting.
Probably sitting.
Probably sitting.
Yeah, probably sitting.
Yeah.
No
But
offense
like
to Michael Bublé.
But like a Jason Aldean or...
Standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't have the ability to stand, so I got to take myself out of this.
Oh, okay.
I
We could prop you up.
I wouldn't be able to stand for a whole... I mean, I can stand...
We'll get you one of those stools, that like cane that makes it look like you're standing.
Oh,
you ever
yeah,
seen those?
yeah. Yep. I could stand for about a half hour, and that'd be it.
I mean, the set's probably like 45 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay.
Sit for the bad songs.
In the news this morning, it looks like the great avocado shortage of 2022 will be short-lived. The USDA says that the U.S. and Mexico have agreed on stepped-up security for health inspectors, and inspections can resume. The U.S. halted imports of avocados just after the Super Bowl, man, following a threat to the head of our inspection unit in Mexico last week. 92% of the U.S. avocado imports come from Mexico. 92. Paul McCartney is coming back to Boston this summer. The former Beatle announced his world tour last Friday, and it includes a concert at Fenway Park on June 7th. Tickets for the Gut Back tour go on sale to the general public this Friday. Notice that? They had the Get Back, and now it's Gut Back. A meeting last week between Major League Baseball and the Players Union lasted 15 minutes before league negotiators walked out, angered by the union's latest proposal. Insiders say a deal must be struck by February 28th if the regular season is going to start on time. It looks like that deal is a long way off, which means we are looking at a late start and a shortened season for baseball.
Can't we all just get along?
I know. It's like I need to research what the issues are, because right now it just looks like millionaires yelling at each other.
Yeah, but I'm also I think it's making sure the players are treated fairly. And stuff
true.
Like that. I mean,
true.
Again, I don't really know much about it.
Right. Let's hear it for Belgium. Yay. That country has just approved a 4-day work week with no change in salary. Belgium's prime minister said, "We have experienced 2 difficult years. The aim is to be able to make people and businesses stronger." Hey, if the same productivity is there, right?
Will we ever see it in the U.S.? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
no.
not.
Get ready to go to a lot of weddings this year. You know all those weddings that got postponed because of COVID? they're all happening this year. According to the annual wedding report, this year will be a boom year for businesses with nearly 2.5 million weddings already in the planning stage. The average amount spent on a wedding planned for this year is around $24,000, which is still less than some couples would have spent prior to the pandemic. And state troopers in Michigan are investigating an unusual home burglary in which an entire home was stolen. The owner of a small cabin arrived at the property in the woods and was shocked to see it wasn't there. The 12 by 28-foot cabin had been lifted off the foundation and removed. So far, investigators have little to go on. All they're saying is, at this point, the cabin is definitely not where it's supposed to be.
Thank you. That's a great observation.
Locating the home may be difficult, as investigators think it may have been stolen a few months ago. They're asking the public to keep an eye out for a brown cabin with a white door, white trim, and an orangish roof.
Oh, so they knew what they were doing. They knew these people weren't going to be back for a while. So
Evidently.
like, we're taking this cabin.
Yeah.
They're not going to use it. I will.
Take it piece by piece.
Man.
You up for a Stumpah?
Stumpah.
How about a Stumpah here on a Tuesday that feels like a Monday?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Oh,
Tuesday that feels like a Monday.
sorry.
That's all right.
Question for you today, brand new one. More than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it? More than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it?
What's it going to be?
All right, so put your answers in the chat. Those of you that are watching us live, if you're watching us later in the day, you can also play along, see what the answer is in a bit. And of course, as I always say, if you're listening to us on the podcast, you can play in your head and even claim to be the winner. We won't judge.
True. Yeah. Mia said it was a Reba concert, and she said there was a lot of elderly people. It was more of a sitting concert. Yeah, so that's one
Okay.
where I would say you shouldn't be expected to stand.
Right.
Yeah, that one could definitely be a sitting concert. See,
And
why are we fighting? Oh, no.
And again, doesn't it come down to, like, look around you? I mean, if somebody's sitting behind you, obviously
Yeah.
you shouldn't stand.
Plus, I feel like they probably had a standing room only section. Most concerts do.
They call it a pit or
Yeah.
something like that?
I mean, I don't know if Reba had it. I don't know
Reba
where
has a pit.
I don't know where the concert was, but
How old is Reba? I could look that up.
I don't know.
I think I've done that before.
You ask me a lot of questions. Like, should we explain the NASCAR thing?
Oh, yeah, we have time.
Yeah.
We have time. But put in your answers for the Stumpah. And then, we watched NASCAR. Yeah, we watched the Daytona 500.
Yeah, there's no football.
There's nothing else on.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, but
We felt lost.
Don't lie. You enjoyed it.
I did. I did
enjoyed
find
it
it
as well.
interesting.
Yeah. But now Josh, who's the NASCAR fan of the family, wasn't watching with us. He was at his parents' house.
Yeah, he's with his dad.
So Pete over here decided that anytime he had a question about NASCAR, he would ask me, his son, that knows nothing about NASCAR. Every single time. There had to be at least like 5 or 6 occurrences of this.
There weren't that many.
There were.
Really?
There were. Yeah. He was like, do you think the drivers have to work out? I was like, literally, I have no idea. This is also my first time second time watching NASCAR.
It just came to mind while I was watching the race. I was like, gee, I wonder if they have like off-season conditioning they have to do. And I happen to ask it out loud.
He keeps asking me, and he waits for a response.
Well, I know that you read a lot like I do, and you're on Twitter and things. I thought maybe...
Not about NASCAR.
Okay.
No offense to NASCAR.
All right.
But, yeah.
It was a good
Anyways,
race. It was a good race.
It was a good race. It was fun to watch.
And by the way, Reba's 66.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. All right, here we go.
Carry on.
More than half of those surveyed have done this at
Yes,
least once at work. What is it? The first answer I have is from Justin. Extend break.
Extend break. No, that's not it.
Not it. Gary says taking a longer lunch break.
No. Hey, we're thinking on the same path.
Justin says use bathroom as an extra break.
No.
We all do it, right?
Everybody needs a break.
Yeah. I just thought of a TikTok saying, I don't know, boss makes $1, I make a dime, something like that. That's why I poop on the company's time. There you go.
Okay.
All right, where are we at? Gail says taking supplies for home use.
No. Not that I've never
That's
done that.
theft.
I have done that.
Yeah, everyone probably
I have
has.
done that. Yeah.
Let's see. Justin says called out sick.
No, that's not it.
A lot of people talking about taking breaks over here.
Calling in sick.
Yeah, maybe we should get that 4-day work week. I don't know. Gary says leave early. Nope.
Nope.
Not it. Gary says printed something.
Print it. No.
We've all done it though, right?
Yeah. Haven't you used the printer for personal use?
Yeah. Justin says slacked off.
Slacking. No, that's not it.
Nope.
Nope.
Mia says not worked at all.
No, that's not it.
That's impressive. Go a whole day without working at all.
I know.
Justin says come in late.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Diane did say my driver, Bubba Wallace, came in second. He did. He almost won.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
Very close. Gail says falling asleep at work.
Falling asleep. Nope, not it.
Nope.
Nope.
Gail also said worn mismatched clothes on a Tuesday.
No. Is that a thing?
Very specific on a Tuesday.
Is that a thing? You're supposed to wear mismatched clothes on a Tuesday?
I didn't know it.
I'll have to go back to work.
Let's see. Mia says failed to follow the dress code.
No.
Not it. Justin said called friends.
Called friends? No.
No. Mia says yelled at a customer / coworker.
Hey! No, that's not it.
No. Gary says dress down Fridays.
No, that's not it.
No.
Cash Friday.
Casual Fridays. No answer so far.
right.
Gary said lied to a customer.
No, that's not it.
Not it. We'll take a couple more answers if you guys got them.
Yeah, if you got them, we'll move on.
Nobody's gotten it.
If you don't have them, we'll move on. There we go.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't know.
Oh, all right. Anyways, we're moving on after a couple answers.
After a few more. So,
Yeah.
more than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it?
Gail says worked overtime.
Worked overtime. No, that's not it.
Not it. Mia says drank alcohol.
Drank out. Woohoo. No.
Not it.
Wonder if I've ever done that at work.
At like a party? What are you about to admit right now?
No, I mean at work.
Drank alcohol?
Well, there were times, I don't think I ever did it, but there were times like for a 3-day weekend that was coming up,
Okay.
the state police would actually come in
Okay.
and be on the show with us. And they would, the host would get drunk to prove that you should not do this while driving. And the cops would be there to give a breathalyzer to say, you're now legally drunk. I shouldn't drive.
That just sounds dumb.
You never heard of that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't think I've ever done it. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't like getting drunk.
So confused. So you just get drunk in order to show that a breathalyzer works?
And in order to show that you have impaired judgment.
Okay. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel for bit ideas, huh? Who came up with that? I hope it wasn't someone we know.
No.
Okay, good. No. I just rashed on them.
It's been a nationwide thing.
That would have been awkward.
Yeah.
What, hosts everywhere do it?
In different parts of the country, they've been known to do this skit.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, last couple answers here.
All right.
Justin says, ask for a raise.
No.
No one's done that. At least not in this survey. Gail says, had a party.
Had a party. No, that's not it.
Diane says, I'm so confused. Do the walk of shame with 2 different shoes on, in quotes, Sugarland. Is that a Sugarland song?
I don't know.
I don't know what that has. I hope no one's doing that at work. but
That's not it. No,
I'm giving three buzzers for that one.
Oh, I think.
What?
Well, maybe she means, made a mistake and actually gone. I mean, it has happened. People have gone to work with 2 different shoes on.
Yeah, I mean, that was very elaborate with the doing the walk of shame thing.
So,
Gary says lied on their timesheet.
lied. No, that's not it.
Mia says flirted with a coworker.
No.
And Justin says drank coffee.
Drank coffee. No.
Nope. And that's
All
it.
right. No winner today on the
Stumped on day
Stumpah.
1.
Now, did you notice I did write a clue down? I don't know if you wanted to give it before tomorrow. Or...
No, I don't have the clue.
You don't
on
have the
that.
clue?
You must have
All
done
right.
it. When'd you do it?
So, I did it probably last night. I thought it'd be good to have one prepared, and then I don't know if you want to go do that today or.
I don't know. We'll decide. You guys let us know what you want. If you want a clue, we'll give it to you later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're not taking any more guesses till tomorrow.
No more guesses.
All right. Time for today's fascinating facts. According to the Guinness World Records, the first person to be charged with speeding was Walter Arnold of the English village of Paddock Wood, Kent. On January 28th, 1896, Arnold was spotted going 4 times the speed limit in his 19th century Benz. But since the speed limit at the time was only 2 miles an hour, that meant he was not going too fast by today's standards. The constable had to chase him down on his bicycle, issuing a ticket and earning Arnold the speedy distinction of the first speeding ticket.
Wow. What a guy.
He was going, 8 miles an hour?
Speeding.
If you're driving while listening to us this morning, maybe just take a second to look at your dashboard and see if that check engine light is on. If it is, ask yourself, how long has it been on? According to a new survey, if you're like most people, that light will be on for 9 days before you do anything about it.
9 days.
9 days. The same survey found that the average person drives about 7,500 miles before changing their oil, which is above the recommended 5,000 miles. The reasons for the procrastination? For most, it's a matter of not wanting to spend the money or the time of having their car serviced.
Time. It's not. I don't think it's about money. I think everyone's just. I don't know. I feel like we all just look at it and we're like, car's still driving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on going.
I don't hear any clunks.
Yeah.
I don't hear any clunks. I remember when the first time that check engine light came on, I was like, oh, what is that thing? It kind of looks like an engine, Pete.
Kind of looks like a piece of plumbing. I don't know. It looks like a tube of some kind. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
A leftover Olympic story this morning. Olympic athletes may not get a salary to compete for their respective countries, but many do offer medal winners a monetary bonus for their success. BuzzFeed has learned what some of these amounts are, and it's pretty impressive how much some countries are willing to incentivize. Did I say that right? Their winter gold medalists. It's less impressive to see how little the U.S. does, though. Typical, right? In the United States, if you get a gold medal, you will get $37,500 from the government.
Which you think, wow, that's a really good chunk of change there. And then you hear the other countries.
Hong Kong will give you $642,000.
Wow.
For a gold medal. Turkey gives $383,000. Malaysia gives $238,000 plus a lifetime monthly allowance of $1,200.
That's pretty cool.
That is. Italy gives $201,000. Hungary gives $156,000. Lithuania gives $143,000, and the Czech Republic gives $110,000. And your next obligation here is to find all those countries on Worldle.
Oh, Worldle. Yeah. I got it yesterday.
Yes.
Got it yesterday.
I did too.
Guesses. I felt like... I mean, yesterday was kind of an easy one.
I think I took 4.
4 guesses?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it in 2.
Maybe 3. And I only played it because you said, hey, I got it on the second one. And I thought, well, maybe I can get it.
You got to be an everyday player, Pete.
I know, but
I brag about it. You got to go through the lows, okay? I went through many days of not getting it. I can always get around it. I know the area that it's in, but then I run out of countries that I know from that area.
Right.
Is what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Like the other day, I knew it was in South America, but I've already guessed all the South American countries. I know. Yeah.
That's hard to find too, that game. And
Worldle?
yeah,
It's hard to find.
well, I Google it. Is that
Okay.
what you do?
Well, no, someone sent me the link. Justin sent me the link, and then
But the funny
from that
thing
day
is,
on, I had it.
the funny thing is, if you write Worldle, WORLDLE, in your Google, it says, "Do you mean Wordle?"
Yeah,
And
well,
it's like,
yeah.
no.
Then you just click, because it always says showing results for Wordle, and you say search instead for Worldle right under it, and you click
Right.
that, and then you should find it.
Then you can find it.
Yeah.
So people are still thinking the New York Times is making Wordle tougher.
Seems like it, a little
And
bit.
they say they're not. They
Yeah.
say that they are still, the words they're using.
Aren't they going to keep saying that, though? Even if it's not true? I mean, even if it is true?
I suppose they would.
Yeah.
I suppose they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They want to make it seem like they're not ruining the game.
so
I will say, we posted a TikTok about my Wordle shenanigans. You might have seen it on Facebook. We posted it everywhere. Got rashed on in the comments of TikTok a little bit. People call me stupid. I stand by it.
I didn't read
there,
those.
There were many people in the comments
yes,
that agreed with me.
I read
that they
those,
Felt
that people
the same
said
issues.
same thing happened.
Some people on Facebook agreed.
but some people came down on you.
Yeah, I guess there's some Wordle pros out there.
Oh my goodness!
They were like, well, you should have guessed a word like drink to eliminate all the other letters. I'm like, who does that? Plus, they must have missed the point where I was very confident after
you're
each guess
one
that I
letter away.
knew it was what it was, and it wasn't. So,
Yeah. Have you given up on your New Year's resolutions? Do you even remember what they were? Most resolution makers cast them aside by the second week of January, believe it or not. The good news is that you can always start over whenever you need to. as many times as you need to. And Fast Company has some super simple tips to get you back in the groove, all right? Number one is to, now this is all if you resolve to be healthier, to exercise more. Some simple ways to help yourself here. Number one is stand up.
The camera wouldn't show you. Yeah.
Get on your feet every 30 minutes.
We do an hour-long show.
Yeah. We'll have to have halftime?
I guess.
I
Yeah.
know. You should also hydrate. Keep a bottle of water full and handy.
And coffee doesn't count, people.
No.
My
mother used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, whenever we had a heat wave, I would call and check up on her. I'd say, now, are you drinking water? I have my coffee. No, water. I have coffee. There's water in my coffee.
There's water in coffee, yep.
I know. The caffeine cancels that out.
Don't try to science, Pete.
Okay. Back to the list here. Screen breaks. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
We do an hour-long show.
Well, you only need to do it for 20 seconds. Look away.
Yeah, but how weird would it be if... All right, so the next story... Hold on. All right, we're back.
I'm back.
We're back. Yeah. Just lost my mind for a second.
Set a timer on the phone, right?
I guess.
All of a sudden, just go.
We'll just have screen breaks on the Pete Braley Show.
So the screen break is every 20 minutes, look at something. I didn't realize. Look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Self-check. Throughout the day, pause, listen to your body, and take some deep breaths. Because if you feel a pain or something, you'll know where it is.
That wasn't actually a deep breath. You literally just took a small breath and made a noise.
I thought you had my back. Next,
What would tell you that?
have I ever shown any?
I spend the entire show just finding mistakes in everything you do.
What have I got? Number 4 here. Get outside for at least 20 minutes a day. Get outside. Stretch from head and neck to ankles and toes. I feel like I'd pull a muscle in my toe.
How do you stretch your toes?
I know.
Just wiggle them around or something?
Well, yeah, if I pull them up point them towards me,
guess.
right now I feel a
Gotta
stretch.
get like an elastic band or something?
Yeah. Go green. And we don't mean eating veggies. We mean houseplants. Houseplants boost oxygen, productivity, and immunity.
Don't eat the houseplants. Just get
the
houseplants.
houseplant.
We should specify.
By the way, is that new on your desk?
What? Oh, this?
Yes.
Yeah. We went to Christmas tree shop the other day. This was like $1. I was like, I don't know why I need it, but I need it.
I just noticed this sitting here this morning. I'm like, that's new.
It's my mini plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fake, so it's not doing all the benefits you just said.
You're not getting the oxygen.
No, I'm getting probably actually it's doing me worse. It probably has chemicals in it.
Next on the list is to joy scroll. Joy scroll. Follow social media accounts with positive messages. Okay. And finally, create rituals. Create boundaries. Set exercise time and set a regular bedtime.
Oh.
That's one thing. I don't know. Would you say about regular bedtime? It varies.
It does vary.
Like when mom's at work, I go up to bed. Last night was 8:00. I went up to bed, but I went up to read. I wasn't going to say.
Probably go to bed at like the same, I don't know, ballpark of time, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably like, I don't know, what's your window? Probably like 10, anywhere from 10 to 11. You probably actually go to sleep.
Right, because I do read every night.
Yeah.
Time for today's random question, and our question today is, which of your vices or bad habits would be the hardest for you to give up? Now, I know. I'm trusting you to be honest here.
Staying up late.
That's it for you?
Yeah. Although last night, I went to bed at like, I don't know, like 10:45, 11 o'clock. Got 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Don't feel any better. So I think it's a myth.
You don't feel any better?
I feel the same as I normally do.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is, I'd rather be asleep.
Tired. Yeah.
Yeah. Which of your vices or bad habits would be the hardest to give up? Or are you practically perfect in every way?
Well, of course, yeah.
Is that Mary Poppins said that? For me, and I'll pause so he can laugh here. For me, my habit would be laying on the couch.
I don't laugh at the fact that you admitting that because that's just the truth. I laugh at like you're just admitting that it's the hardest to give up, but it's probably the easiest to actually fix.
But it's the hardest to give up because it's become a habit. I mean, it's the hardest for me. Is like, oh, do I? Oh, so I'm not. Okay,
I guess.
so-
What was it? The other day what'd you do? The other day you were just sitting on
Here it
you,
comes
you were
now.
just like sitting on the couch, and I was like, well, that's weird. I was like, what are you doing? Are you getting up to go somewhere?
You're not reclining. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
You could just like sit, when you're prepping the show, you could sit at the desk out there. Or something.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a desk out
There's
there.
options, Pete.
Yeah,
There's
there are.
options.
There are. I do love this chair, so I could come sit in here.
Not while I'm working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that would be too much time spent together.
Anybody want to admit to your vices here or your bad habits? Which of your vices or bad habits would be the hardest for you to give up? And for me, I said laying on the couch because it's such a habit.
Yeah. Gail
I mean-
says, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, you're right. It's not difficult to give that up.
Yeah.
By giving that up,
But
you
then
just
again,
don't sit there.
staying up late isn't difficult to give up. It's pretty easy. Just go to bed early.
Go to bed.
I refuse.
All right.
Anyways, Gail says sugar. Getting better, but still.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably you too. You like some sugar.
I got a
You
sweet tooth.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a sweet
That's
tooth.
what I thought you were going to say. Normally, that's what you admit.
Giving up sweets?
Yeah.
No.
No? You just don't want to give it up?
Just, I love my sweets, man.
Dana says procrastination in general. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Procrastination's a bugger.
It bites you.
It does. It does. Justin says sometimes staying on my phone too long. Yeah, they get you. Like whenever you need to pull out your phone to like do a specific task, you're like, oh wait a minute, I have a Snapchat. Oh wait a minute. Somebody followed me on Instagram.
Oh, wait a minute.
Then you just get off track. It's just for like 2 or 3 minutes, but you're like, wait a minute, why did I pull out my phone? I don't know. Might as well go on TikTok.
I've noticed. Has anyone else noticed? I've noticed that lately I'm getting distracted easily, and I don't know if that's an age thing or what, but
By your phone?
by anything.
Oh.
It's like I realize, I an example would be I want a glass of water, right?
Okay.
So I would get up and I would walk in the kitchen and I'd say, oh, I gotta switch the load of laundry. So I'll go and
feel
do
like
that.
that's-
And then say, I gotta do this. But I wanted that water.
I feel like that's normal.
Is it normal?
Yeah, that happens to me like 5 times a day. Is
Okay.
that not normal?
All right.
You come downstairs to, like you said,
To do one thing.
See, most of the time, mine will be in reverse. I'll come downstairs because I have to switch laundry, and then I'll be like, wait a minute, I gotta pee. And then I'll go to the bathroom. I'll come out of the bathroom and go right back upstairs, and then 3 hours later, I'm like,
Dang it.
I didn't switch my laundry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah.
So that's not a big
So
thing.
in your way, that's productive and good. In my way, it's negative.
Right.
What else do we have here?
Bad habits that would be hard to change.
Yeah. Diane says I couldn't get rid of any of them because, like my children, I love them all. Just love the bad habits.
Just love all my bad habits.
What did Dana say? And then you're finding out how to ride a giraffe. Getting distracted on the phone. YouTube rabbit holes. Is that what you're
Yeah,
referencing?
that'll do it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you need to know how to ride a giraffe just in case of a situation in which you need to, I don't know,
It's going to come in
escape
handy.
on a giraffe. Yeah.
Or you're going to be on a game show with that kind of...
That's true.
Yep.
That's what, isn't that what you always said? You were like, if I'm ever on a game show,
Yep. I'm going to know.
I got it.
Yep.
Anyways, back to you.
All right. A sports note, I read it over the weekend that LeBron James said he plans to play with his son Bronny before he ends his career. He said, wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point. That I want to see. I want to see LeBron James take a ridiculously low contract just to play with his son.
I don't think anyone's going to pay him like a ridiculously low contract, but it'll probably be like a Tom Brady situation where he just won't make the highest money in the league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, keep going.
I was just going to say, in case you're wondering, Bronny is not eligible to be drafted until 2024. At that point, LeBron will be 39. So it's possible,
Yeah, I mean, LeBron doesn't. A lot of people have been saying like the workload has been a lot on LeBron lately, especially with the Lakers' record this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's not that far away. I could definitely see it. My thing is, does Bronny want this? I feel like it's like you get to the league, and it's like I made it, but the whole story is that you're playing with your dad.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure it's cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
For that, it'd be cool for that year. And then
Maybe just 1 year.
make his own way after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know, hopefully there's some cool, like, LeBron leads the league in assists because he's just setting up his son to score points.
That would be cool.
That'd be kind of
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I have fallen away from the NBA. I'm just not into it. And last time I was into it, I think, was when Paul Pierce was playing, Kevin Garnett, when all those guys were with the Celtics. But
it's a long time ago. That's like over 10 years ago.
Is it now? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Wasn't that like 2008, right? Is when we won the championship?
I think you're right, yeah. And I was talking to somebody about this. I did a high school basketball broadcast the other day, and I was talking to my partner, and I said, it's just become such a three-point game,
Is that a bad thing? You don't like shooters?
It's just nobody works to get inside anymore.
You don't like Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
But what Steph Curry's doing is impressive. Dude's the best three-point shooter of all time.
Yeah, I guess. So
I don't know.
Anyway, I got some Hollywood headlines for you today. Quite a few, actually. Composer John Williams will return to the Star Wars franchise and write the theme for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney+. The show will star Ewan McGregor, and it debuts May 25th.
Can't wait.
How many shows do they have now? They have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series is coming, which that'll be good.
Yeah, they have The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba, which is kind of, I don't know. The Mandalorian was in The Book of Boba, so it's kind of like intertwined there.
Okay.
Then you have, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a show called Bad Batch, I think, that I haven't seen yet. There's Clone Wars, the animated series. There's all the movies.
Wow.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so, but maybe somebody else will have
There's a lot. Marvel has more, though.
Yeah.
Marvel's going crazy. I love it, though.
Yeah. This.
You got to catch up.
I thought... Do I have many?
On Marvel?
Yeah.
You got the series that you haven't watched, right? You got Hawkeye? You haven't watched that one?
No, I haven't watched Hawkeye.
What was the one before Hawkeye? Have you seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes, I saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Was there one after that?
There's a series called What Ifs, which is really cool. It's animated, but it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the end game was the end game.
No.
No?
No.
I thought things were coming to...
it was the end game.
It was called the end game.
It was the end game of that phase. They're a new... It's like a new beginning now. There's going to be a new group of heroes.
Oh.
We saw some heroes go in different ways.
Yeah.
New heroes, some of the same, some changing, some new.
Can you see why I made that mistake?
Embrace the new.
It was called the end game,
The new phase, Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Director Baz Luhrmann has released the first trailer for Elvis, which stars Austin Butler as the future king of rock and roll. The long-awaited film focuses more on Elvis's oddball manager, Colonel Tom Parker, who's going to be played by Tom Hanks. Anytime you get Tom Hanks, I'm interested.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a blast with that role. Stranger Things is coming to an end. Netflix has renewed the show for a fifth and final season. Season 4, which was delayed for several months last year because of the pandemic, will premiere in 2 volumes. The first on May 27th and the second on July 1st. In an open letter to fans, the co-creators, Matt and Ross Duffer, said they're splitting the season because its total running time is twice as long as any of the previous seasons.
Let's go.
According to a new report, Taylor Swift really has found her forever and always partner in Joe Alwyn because they're engaged. Evidently, Life and Style magazine says that multiple sources have come forward to confirm that Joe popped the question and got Taylor to say yes. The engagement buzz started last month when the couple took a romantic vacation to the seaside town of Cornwall, England, a popular place to propose. Joe and Taylor had been coupled up for 5 years now, quarantining together and even collaborating on songs for both her Folklore and Evermore albums. I always wondered if it was odd to date Taylor Swift knowing that you're probably going to end up in a song.
Well, you never know. This guy might end up in a positive song.
Yeah.
Maybe already has.
Could be.
How do we know?
Could be. And if you've been liking Britney Spears' explosive Instagram posts about her life and family, then you are going to love her next project. It's a tell-all memoir that promises to blow the doors wide open. According to the New York Post, Britney has signed a massive deal with Simon & Schuster that will pay her $15 million to spill her guts. She was reportedly on the fence about writing a book, but she got pushed to do so by the claims made in her younger sister Jamie Lynn's book, Things I Should Have Said, which was released in January. Britney has given plenty of previews of what might be on those pages. Back in June, she rallied about her family, saying, or I should say she railed about her family, saying none of them did a damn thing to protect her during her conservatorship. A few months later, she told Instagram followers, "Lord have mercy on my family's souls if I ever do an interview." Wow. So no interview. She's writing a book.
Well, I was going to say, because there was a lot of drama when her sister released that book.
Yeah, there was.
Her sister was like, I'm going to tell you everything. And then Britney kind of came back at her sister. So now she's going to tell everything.
Mm-hmm. Or she's going to tell her version about everything.
I'll probably take Britney's word over her younger sister, no?
Yeah, I would think so.
Right?
I would think so.
Don't you want to hear it from the source?
That's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, studio dog Charlie is not in the room with us today because Trish got home on time.
Yeah. Shout out Trish.
She got here before the show today, so she already took Charlie for a walk and everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do we have anything in the chats here? Because actually, that's about all I had for today. I know we're kind of ending early here.
I did miss some shows. Justin said Star Wars Rebels, and Dana says the Lego movies Star Wars. Does that count? Does that count as the same? I don't know. Justin's the official correspondent, we'll say, on the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, is he?
So
He's
can
the
let us
Star
know.
Wars guy?
Yeah. And Dana says, I like Tom Hanks. ...
Yeah, there's just... I'm trying to think if Tom Hanks has ever done anything I didn't like. And
Not that I can think of.
I don't think so.
Personally.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Didn't he have... Was he in that TV series, Bosom Buddies?
What is that?
All right, hang on. Let me
Bosom Buddies? What kind of a title is that? What is the show even about?
Bosom Buddies.
I'm worried about what's going to come up.
The cast was... Stand by. Yeah, Tom Hanks was in it. If I remember, or maybe I should just read it to you to get the official description. Kip and Harry, two young studs working for a New York ad agency, come home to find their apartment building being demolished. Amy, the receptionist, convinces them to move to her complex. The problem is, it's a complex for women only, but the rent is cheap. So to get the low rent joints, all they have to do is dress and drag and pretend to be women.
Such a very specific idea for a show.
This was a sitcom. When was this on? Back in 1980.
I've never heard of it.
First episode. It lasted 2 years on ABC. And it was... Who was the other guy? It was Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari. Were the two studs who...
Studs.
Well, you know, they were guys always looking for women. And now they had to dress and drag anytime they went in or out of their house.
Interesting.
You know?
Like I said, very specific idea for a show. Dan says hysterical.
And Tom Hanks was in that, and I thought it was funny. I mean, I wouldn't say, oh, I didn't like him in that.
Dana says, yes, Bosom Buddies was him. Just great name for a show.
Bosom Buddies was Tom. I thought Betty White was in that, but she wasn't.
No.
It was somebody that looked like Betty. So,
gotcha.
Anyway, well, that'll just about do it for today. Yeah. I know we came up on the early side here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's all right. Well, I think it was the Stumpah. I think we expected more answers for the Stumpah.
Oh, yeah. Did we decide on if we wanted a clue for you to think about?
I don't know. We
tomorrow?
had mixed opinions here. Gary said no clue. Mia says yes, same day clue, so I can spend all night brainstorming. But then Gail says I do and I don't, which I don't know if that was for the clue. But I don't know. What do we want for the clue?
So it's just an issue of, I mean, you can either have the clue now or you can have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking if we give it to you now, then as Mia said, you can think about it all night. And,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we could do that.
Is the one I showed
Let
you
me read it again.
Oh.
I just got to remember.
Make sure I didn't give it all away.
Yeah, pretty much. Which
I do have a tendency to do at times.
Do you? You've only done it like every time. Your little case is falling
every
off here.
time.
I don't know if this is on. Is this on correctly?
Yeah. So.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. That should be all right.
I can give that one?
Yeah. Just be careful with your elaboration. That's when sometimes you get caught up.
All right, so the Stumpah question is, more than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it? And the clue is it upsetting to your coworkers? Probably not.
But don't put answers. I don't like it when people guess. We're just giving you the clue.
This is for tomorrow.
Don't guess.
This is for tomorrow.
Because I'm not going to tell you whether or not you're right or wrong. And tomorrow, when we bring this Stumpah and you're like, oh, well, I guessed in the chat. No, I'm not going back to the old chat. All right? No guessing.
If you go back to yesterday, you'll see I came in first.
You wanted the clue?
Yeah.
That's it. All you get is the clue.
That's it. All you get. Yeah. All right, so what's up for this week? We have Battle of the Sibs coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
we'll see.
Okay.
Undetermined.
Got you on that?
Yeah. We got to talk to the editor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is Mom the editor too?
No, it's me. But we got to see if it'll be ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sometime this week we'll have Battle of the Sibs, and we also have Foodie Friday coming up, and we're all set for Foodie Friday ideas. But we're always welcome to new ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like to line them up ahead of time.
Yeah.
So let us know.
Mia got back to me this weekend in a message because she, on Friday, I think, suggested that we go to Fall River for their chow mein.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then she sent me a message that said she was talking to her mom and found out that Wame's, which is our favorite Chinese restaurant, she said Wame's serves the Fall River chow mein.
Yeah. I've actually had chicken chow mein.
So we've had
a couple times.
We've already had it.
Did you figure out if you had?
I have had it.
Oh, okay.
I
mean, it's very good.
It is
very good.
It is. So I don't know if we want to do a
we could do
Friday
it for a
on
Foodie Friday, but just you would all have to know that we've had it before. Yeah. Full disclosure.
We would. We'd have to put the disclaimer out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, still score it. Still have it.
Yeah.
I'm always down for some Wame's.
So, all right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening in. Now, today we are starting something brand new, and that is called...
The Post Show.
Yeah, there you go. I wanted to say it right. So, the Post Show, which is where we're going to catch up on some chats and just hang out for a bit. So, if you're able to stay with us for that, that'd be fantastic. We leave you the thought for the day today. Excuses will always be there for you. Opportunities won't. All right. We'll see you in a minute with the Post Show.
We're back.
Hello.
Welcome to the Post Show. Pete, what the hell is on your face?
Am I doing my Stevie Wonder?
What is going on?
I went to the eye doctor yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, he knows because
I had to drive you. Yeah.
They dilated my eyes yesterday. Oh, I hate that.
You tried to get out of it whenever it was?
Yeah, well, I was there. Let me take this out.
Can you see anything?
Yeah,
you went.
They
how
act
long
like sunglasses.
It was like a month ago, right? You went?
I went a month ago, and that day we were planning to do Battle of the Sibs.
Yeah, that's right.
in the evening, I think, or late,
It was like
late afternoon.
It was like right after your appointment.
So I said to the lady, I said, can we postpone the dilation because I got to do something later today. I need to be able to read.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay.
But you hadn't gone in a while. You hadn't gone in a couple of years.
I don't think I had gone. I think it was almost 5 years.
So they really wanted you
Yep.
to get your eyes dilated.
They really wanted to. And we'll have to ask, is Justin's girlfriend, right, is going to school
Yeah.
to be an eye doctor. And we'll have to ask her why they have to do that. But the dilation, I guess it's so they can see the back of your eye or something. They did explain it to me
It's to
once,
look at the health of the eye, right? Like
Yeah, I think so.
to make sure you don't have any. Is it cancer? I don't know. I don't want to say the C word, but
Right. So then what happens, is your pupil gets huge.
yeah, so that you become very sensitive to light.
So she asked me yesterday, she said, do you have sunglasses with you? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, no, but I have my lenses transition.
Yeah.
They get dark when I go out. She said, all right, well let me give you a pair of these disposables.
Yeah.
And you can use these. So sure enough, the minute I walked out yesterday, and it was a sunny day.
Which I don't know why you walked out without them. The whole point is to wear those when you walk outside.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I walked out, and I was like, ah! So I got in the car with Matt and Charlie, and I put these in. So I have my.
By the way, they have such a small. Yeah, don't cut your eyes over there with the plastic. They have such a small parking lot where, like, when I bring Charlie, I like to park away so that Charlie can't bark at people. But they have such a small parking lot. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, you couldn't do that.
So every person that walked out, Charlie was barking at him. I was like, Charlie, just these nice people just went to get their eyes checked, just trying to leave. Calm down. He didn't listen.
Anyone
And the
else?
second he would lay down, I was like, yes, somebody would walk out. I was like, oh my God, people, stop walking out. Everybody stay inside.
And now, are you having a chance to go back and look at all the chats?
I'm looking at some.
See, that's what this is designed for. He can go back and see things we might have.
But also, we can hang out, talk about whatever the hell we
Yeah.
want. Diane did say athletic training is absolutely necessary for drivers and the pit crew. Definitely the pit crew. We're talking about the NASCAR race again.
Oh, yeah.
I saw there was a car behind another
guy almost
car
got hit.
in what is it? Pit road.
Pit row.
Pit road.
Yeah.
Row.
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 Pit row.
Pit row.
Yeah.
We're new at this. They were back to back. The guy behind him got changed out real quick. He went to turn out. He almost nailed the pit crew of the guy in front of him. The guy's like had to, I don't know, jump out of the way. It's like, I get that you got to get out there quick, but let's not kill a man.
I guess
And
that's
then Mom
normal.
pointed out that's why they wear helmets, which is on the pit row,
Yeah.
on the pit crew.
And I guess that's normal because you didn't see the guy react like, "Hey, buddy,"
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it happens.
Flip him off like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? I tell you, the thing I'm impressed most by, though, is the spotters. Hearing the conversation from the spotter up top.
Especially when there's a wreck.
Yes, because it's like, hey, wreck to your right, stay low, 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 middle, good. You're good.
Yeah.
You got through. It's like, damn.
Cool.
That's impressive. I would be like, watch out, watch out, watch ahead of you, watch ahead of you. Car flipping over. You're flipping over. Okay. Anyways.
Hey, would you be that way too? I mean, yeah, I'd be on that mic going, "Whoa!"
That's like some that's like some air traffic controller stuff right there. You have to be very calm.
Very calm.
Guys rolling over. There's like 8 cars smashing into walls, and you're like down, up, left, right. Don't turn right. This is NASCAR. Don't turn right. Keep going straight. You're good. You're fine. You're great.
I joke around with my son-in-law Stephen, who is an air traffic controller for the Navy, and I asked him if he has an air traffic control voice, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah. It's very calm.
They have to keep it calm. It's
Oh, no.
inbound. The wind is blowing northwest.
Do they say that?
What?
Inbound, the wind is blowing northwest.
I don't know. What,
okay.
They're saying something. They're telling the guy to line up.
Yeah. I will say there were like guys getting in crashes in the NASCAR race, and they were still calm.
They stay calm.
Like one of the guys was like,
Even the
"Oh,
guy who
yeah,
went
we crashed."
airborne.
Yeah. I guess that's just, I don't know. You do it enough. Crazy.
And
towards the end of the race, though, there was a crash, and everyone had to stop. And I was like,
Yes.
Can you imagine these guys that were just going 200 miles per hour? There's like 5 laps left, and they're stopped right now.
Yeah.
Like they must be jonesing, like just ready to go.
let me finish.
They're stopped
Let me
with like
finish.
5 laps to go. Crazy. Crazy stuff. What were you going to say? Lost it. I distracted you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about that, though. With the aircraft carrier, I mean, I cannot. I could not do it. I cannot imagine being a jet pilot landing on a runway that's moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they practice a million times on land.
Oh yeah,
but I feel like it's a different ball game.
Different ball game when the runway's moving,
when the ship is rocking.
Yes.
Don't come knocking. Wait a minute. By the way, Diane guessed during the Stumpah something about doing the walk of shame, and then she said, "Where'd it go? Do the walk of shame with 2 different shoes on, Sugarland." Then she said, "No, it refers to going to work hungover after sleeping somewhere other than your own bed." ... Country song, Ask Hunter. No, we knew what it meant. I was just hoping that wasn't a frequent occurrence for people at work. Doing the walk of shame at work. I feel like that's
that'd be
kind of an issue. Go home first or something. I don't know.
Back to having your eyes dilated.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have it last like all bloody afternoon?
Did it last that long?
It lasted 4 hours.
I walked down. You were on your iPad. You said you were reading fine.
Yeah, for some reason I was able to do some reading with my iPad, but I took Charlie for a walk at about 4:30, and it was like everything was in a cloud.
Yeah,
and I could not see, like there was someone further down the road, and I'm like, does he have a dog or not? I can't tell.
Interesting. Because I haven't gotten it done in a while, but I feel like I couldn't read close, but I could read far.
Okay.
When I got my eyes dilated. I don't know.
For some reason, I had it.
Maybe I was the other way, and I'm not remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Check engine lights. Diane said 9 days. Tried 9 months. Yeah, I did think about that when you read the story. I was like, 9 days seems very short. I don't think anyone's going after 9 days.
After 9 days?
No, people wait months. I feel like you either see it come on, and you're just the type of person where like it never goes on in that car, so you panic and you go get it checked, or like my old Jeep, it would come on, and I was like, well, this thing's a tank.
You missed that Jeep.
I would buy another one if Trish would let me. Yeah. She says it's a bad investment. Can you believe that?
What?
Buying a 2004 car?
A
bad investment.
It might be.
Just because it's, what would that be? It'd be like 18 years old. What's so wrong? Damn. What's so wrong with it? I don't throw you guys out. You guys are old. Can't buy an old car.
Pete, that's a bad investment. Yeah, that really is.
Then he said, hit 50 and the check engine light goes on. Every time you hit 50 miles per hour, no matter what. That's like the Jeep, because you had the Jeep before I did.
Yes.
Do you remember when you would reach, it was like 52 or 53 miles per hour, everything would shake.
Shake, yeah.
And so you'd be sitting in the car like shaking. You're like, don't worry, I just got to speed up a little bit.
Just getting up to 55.
Got to speed up or slow down. And everyone's head's shaking in the car like this. Like, are we okay? Are we going to explode? Nope, that's just the Jeep. This is a thing. I love that car.
And we had one car, didn't we, where you'd get a check engine light, and I can remember Mom would say, oh, it's just throwing a code. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I think we all just assume it's like a sensor issue. We're like, no, it's a sensor. Right. Us knowing nothing about cars, we're like, just a sensor somewhere.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, nah, we're all good.
Yeah.
We have no idea. It's literally called a check engine light, where you should check your engine. And we're like, no, it's a sensor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's the sensor? I don't know. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. We'll be good. We'll be good. Gloria says, love Wordle, but have you seen Quirtle?
How do you spell it?
Quordle.
No, what's that about?
I appreciate everyone going for the same vibe as Wordle, but like something like Worldle, it's almost impossible to say like casually. Yeah. Just come up with a new name.
Worldle.
Yeah, Worldle.
So this is what, Quirtle?
Quirtle? I don't know.
What is Quirtle
what's that one about? What do you do with that
one? Should I Google it?
Yeah, you could. I'm trying to think. The only thing I can think of is quotes. Wordle with quotes.
Oh, maybe
that'd be a lot of letters, a lot of words.
Go. I'm still on Bosom Buddies.
Oh my God, your search history is going to be so weird.
QWERDLE. Quirtle. Put your skills. Hello?
To the test.
Put your skills to the test and solve 4 Wordles at once.
Huh?
You have 9 guesses to solve all 4 words. Whoa.
See, that's one.
That's it's like a Wordle. It's I don't know if you can zoom in on that.
Oh. There it is.
4 Wordles at once.
See, like that one, they literally just took Wordle and just repeated it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if that's fair. Is that fair? Like Nerdle, they took Wordle but made it different. They made it math. Worldle, they made it the world. That one, they literally just took Wordle and hit copy and paste 4 times.
So I typed in ado, which is a first word I use.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
goes to
of
all
course.
4 places.
Wait, so is it... I'm so confused. So you can't guess them individually?
So I have 1 letter.
Yeah, but the word you guess goes to all 4 places?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
weird. How do you even do that?
So
How would you guess the word?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Okay.
That might be too stressful, but we'll try it. We'll see.
This coming from the man who loves to play Nerdle. So
I'm going to be honest. If you're somewhat decent at math, Nerdle is very easy.
really?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. If you're good at math, do you feel that way?
Yeah.
You can always get the answer somehow. Especially because the equation has to compute, as it would say. That's their words, not mine.
Number 1,
It has to compute, so like you can't put 5 minus 3 equals 17. You can't put that because it doesn't compute.
So I'm okay to use my first guess as like 5 plus 4 equals 9.
No, because you got to fill in every box.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got to fill in the correct number of boxes.
Oh, okay.
Telling you, go with my first guess.
Yeah.
8 divided by 2 plus 9 equals 13. That way there you got a lot of stuff that are either in the equation or not in the equation.
Okay. All right.
You can
Go
do
from
it.
there.
Gloria says you have to be a genius to solve Quirtle. How is that possible? Now I know what the rest of my day is going to look like. I'm going to be sitting in front of Quirtle. Let's see. Dana says dilation sucks. Gary says Emily hates getting dilated. She tried to put it off as long as she can. And then Justin says Bree says it's to see the whole view of the back of the eye to see if there's any diseases.
That's what it was.
There
Something
it is.
they told me about the back of the eye. Yeah.
Ugh, just weird.
But it just seems so weird to me that it takes. Well, number 1, of course, I had to sit there.
She also says dilation lasts longer with age. There you go.
Boom.
You're old.
I'm old.
You're basic.
It was like 4 hours yesterday when I still had this. And
the appointment was also long. What was that about? Because I guess they have to wait for
well,
it to...
yeah, I mean, they put the drops in your eye, and then I guess they had. I mean, correct me if I'm. Bree can tell us if I'm wrong here, but it takes a while for them to take effect.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt bad for it because he was out in the car with Charlie waiting for me.
Let's see. Diane said, back to NASCAR. Diane says, the long tracks, there's always the big one, as they call it, sometimes more than one crashes, I think. At the end, most dangerous time of the race. Yeah, it's when everyone's trying to push to the front. So you got a lot of... It is like a total stop in momentum, though, like when there's a crash, because then you got to wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they pick up again, and then there's a crash. You got to wait. And then it picks up again. No.
I didn't realize there was so much, like bumping and pushing.
Yeah.
Going on.
Also, teammates, like the bumping and the pushing, not in a bad way, in a good way. Pushing them forward.
Yep.
That's one thing. We were talking to Josh afterwards, and I was like, it's very cool, like drafting and things. I don't understand it.
No.
But it's very cool. Randomly, guys just push ahead. And you're like, well, if you could do that, why wouldn't you do that the whole time? Why don't you just hit the gas a little bit more? But that's not what it is. Very impressive.
Yep, it was. But we did say after the race, it's not like we'd go out, like we're not really looking to see what's next Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we watched the Daytona, that's their big thing. So we're like,
if I'm free, maybe. If I know that it's going to be a good race and I'm free, maybe. I mean, there's no football. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like Sunday, literally, we were funny.
We were lost.
We were walking around. We were like, I really don't know what to do with this time I have. It was taken up by football, and I don't know what to do now.
That's what I was thinking. Next Sunday, we need a plan. So I don't know if we should rewatch the Star Wars series or last year.
I'm always down.
Was it last year we did Marvel movies or the year before? Mom and I had not seen them. So the
I
kids
think it might have lasted 2 years. There's a ton of them. Because I think we went through a lot of them, but then football season came back on.
All right. So the
So we
kids
had to pause and then go back.
kids made it a point to, for us to to experience
Even though
the
I don't
Marvel movies.
I don't think Trish remembers anything from the Marvel movies. We'll see. We can ask her later, but I don't.
Well,
think so.
with me, Sarah has a habit of pausing the movie, saying, "Dad, do you remember?" Because I'll be like,
Well, because randomly you'll be like, wait a minute.
this one came back from
Who's
being...
the guy in the big metal suit, red? What's that guy's name? Iron Man. Dad. Iron Man.
The man with iron.
Literally
What's
one of
his
the
name?
main characters.
Yeah.
What about the guy with the hammer? Why is his hair so long? Don't worry, there's a movie where he cuts it. Dad.
Dude needs a haircut.
There's a movie where he cuts it. Just keep on going. Yeah. Gloria likes Nerdle, but have fun with Quirtle, she says. Am I saying that right? Quirtle?
I think so.
That's the way it looks.
I think so.
I don't really understand how it's possible.
So I get what you're looking for 4 different words, huh?
I guess, but you guess the same word in each one. That's the thing I don't understand. Gail says, apparently I'm weird. My check engine light comes on and I stop by this shop to get it checked. They don't charge. I get my oil changes free for as long as I own my car. The deal when I got the car. There you go. That's a good deal.
All right.
We should all negotiate that.
Nothing wrong with
Dana has to get the day off when he gets his eyes dilated. Yeah.
Oh,
well, you can't really do much. I mean, until it goes away, you really can't do much. You can't read. You shouldn't drive, right?
Dana, does it make you... No, you shouldn't drive. Because yesterday there was a guy on a sidewalk or something. I never saw him until we were like right on top of him.
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing. But when I've gone to the eye doctor and they're like, can we dilate your eyes today? They never say, like, did you drive yourself or anything like that?
They did with me.
Maybe because they don't trust you. They trust me.
There was
they
one...
trust me to drive blind.
There was one time when I did drive after having it done. I was like...
See, it seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be a requirement to have someone drive you. I always do.
My other question is, does it make you tired? Because it did with me. I don't know if it's because you're...
I think it's because you can't see.
You're straining or... Yeah, something
Plus,
like
I think
that.
sleep is like just the best way to... Got to sleep it off.
Deal with it. Yep.
Sleep off the dilation.
Sleep it off.
Yeah.
Sleep it off.
Anyway, last thing. Dana said something about... what was the Stumpah yesterday? Where'd it go? What was the Stumpah before this one? Before this one, what was it? It was 4%. 4% of people have this skill. Something along those lines. And it was using chopsticks.
Let's see if was that the
That's
last
what it
one?
was, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Right?
So that goes back. That was Friday.
Yeah.
I just pulled up Friday's script because I keep the scripts for a while.
It was 4% of people can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Oh, man, I can't find it.
Come on, Pete.
Why can't I find it? We do it right after the news. Oh, there we are. Yep. This is true for only 4% of Americans.
Using chopsticks.
They can use chopsticks.
Yeah.
That was the answer, yes.
The one today that you guys need to get tomorrow, more than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it? Don't guess right now, but guess tomorrow.
And our clue was...
Look it up. Don't elaborate.
Don't ad lib.
I swear. I swear. We go through this all the time. Now he has to scroll. Now we're just waiting. The post show is just going to be you scrolling the whole time.
I know, huh? I'm going to get carpal tunnel.
Probably.
This. Yeah. The clue is it upsetting to your coworkers? Probably not.
Don't elaborate. Just leave it at that.
I'm not elaborating.
When you elaborate, that's when you run into mistakes.
I'm not going to elaborate.
All right.
So what do you have going on today?
I have to get blood work done. I have to go to the lab.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, they couldn't do it at my physical. I don't know why. I have to go back
you
to
said
do
that.
it. Yeah, I was a little upset by that.
You should be all right, though, right?
Yeah, I just don't look at it. I don't really know if I have a problem with needles. I've never looked, and I do fine, so I just continue not to look. I don't want to look and then realize that I have a problem with needles and pass out. I just don't look.
Does it surprise you that Mom likes to look? She's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, she does it for a living, so to each their own, I guess.
Does Kat like to look? I'm not sure.
I
know Sarah. Nope, she don't want to see it.
Yeah, I just
think about it.
Again, I don't really know if I have a problem or not. I just don't want to find out. I just don't look.
Yeah, I look the other way, and then it's like you feel a little pinch.
They always ask me. They're like, "Do you have a problem with needles?" I'm like, "I don't think so." But to be honest, I have no idea. So I'm just going to look up and to the left. If it's in the right arm, up and to the left.
Here's another question: does this come with age? They're having. It's like not easy anymore for them to draw blood from me. It's like they have trouble finding the vein. Are my veins collapsing?
I don't, another question I cannot answer.
I don't think I'm that old, really, people.
We need medical professional correspondence for the show.
Yes.
Because he asks me a million questions that I don't know.
You know, they always go to this, and then you should drink some water. You should make sure you drink water before you go, because that helps the veins.
You got to make sure you eat, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so that you don't pass out.
Sometimes they want a fasting blood test.
Well, that's not what they want for me, so I'm going to eat normally, and so I don't pass out.
And I bet you $20 she's going to say, "Have you had anything to eat today?"
And I'll say, "Yeah, probably a bagel, because that's what I plan on eating."
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm doing hockey prep today.
Ooh, hockey prep.
For the first time in my career,
Fun.
At the age of 60, I'm doing a hockey game. I've never done a hockey game before.
Wear your jacket.
Yeah, it might be a little chilly.
Might be chilly.
Yeah. But
you excited?
I am. I'm a little nervous, but see, the thing that I'm concerned about is hockey changes on the fly. You know? They do the lineup changes on the fly. They don't take a timeout. So, like in basketball, you know, when the horn goes off, you see the substitutions. You go, Bill Smith is coming in now, along with. Well, but with hockey, it's going to be all of a sudden. Oh, it's another lineup.
But I don't think you maybe need to name the individual players all at once. You could just be like line change for so and so team,
right?
And then if you get a chance, just be like, I don't know, so and so is on the ice, or I don't know.
Well, I was having a discussion with my partner the other night because he normally does hockey. Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Do you have any advice?" And he was like, "Well, just don't feel like you have to be like Jack Edwards with the Bruins."
Oh, okay.
He says, you know,
the legend.
He's like always talking, constantly talking, and he's always saying, you know, that Bergevin off to Marchand, dishes it to Sputnik, then over to Smith.
Well, it's probably easy because he knows all the players.
Yeah, well, if you're doing the same team, you learn,
you memorize
people,
things,
right?
Yeah.
But Joe, who I was talking to the other day, Joe Cabral, he was like, you know, I won't necessarily say so and so passes it to Smith. You just, you know, gets it off to the corner. Now back out to the point.
Yeah.
And you don't have to give every person's name.
Yeah, because you don't have everybody memorized. You'd have to like look down 17. By the time you look down, find his name,
gone.
The game's over. They already left. They're in the parking lot.
And the other thing is, it's on the New Bedford cable network, so people are seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
True.
So I don't have to tell them everything.
Yeah, it's not radio.
Yeah. So anyway, that's tomorrow afternoon. It's like a 3:00 game. Bishop Stang. I forget who they're playing. See, I need to do some research.
You should probably look that up.
I should probably look it up.
That's probably an important detail there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us on the post show. That'll do it.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Go out and make it a great day.
Peace.